the Los Angeles Dodgers might be on the verge of making another bold move in the trade market, with uncertainty surrounding Teoscar Hernandez's future, as he has yet to renew his contract. The Dodgers are exploring options to strengthen their lineup. One name being floated is Luis Robert Jr. from the Chicago White Sox, a player who has shown he can perform at a very high level but comes with some uncertainties. Could this be the right choice for the Dodgers? Luis Robert Jr., 27, is one of the most promising right-handed hitters available. He had an outstanding 2023 season with 38 home runs and .857 OPS, and a strong finish in the AL MVP voting, landing in 12th place. Additionally, he was selected for the All-Star Game and earned the Silver Slugger Award. However, his injury history raises questions about his consistency on the field. Over the past 4 seasons, he's played over 100 games in only one, which is a concern for potential suitors. The Chicago White Sox, on the other hand, seem open to negotiations. According to renowned journalist Ken Rosenthal, the team isn't expecting a huge haul of prospects in exchange for Robert, but wants at least one significant piece. This could be the opening the Dodgers need to make a strategic move. After all, Robert has 2 years left on his contract at a reasonable cost, with options for 2026 and 2027, which could be enticing for Los Angeles. Do you think Luis Robert Jr. would be the ideal replacement for Teoscar Hernandez? Is it worth the risk to bet on a player with so much talent, but a concerning injury history? Another interesting aspect of this potential trade is the recent history between the Dodgers and White Sox. During the last trade deadline, Michael Kopech joined the Dodgers in a 3-team deal involving the St. Louis Cardinals. This history of cooperation between the two teams could facilitate discussions, but nothing is guaranteed in MLB's competitive market. Based on Robert's 2023 performance, he seems like the kind of player who could take the Dodgers' offense to another level. His combination of power, speed, and defensive ability is rare, and many experts believe he hasn't reached his full potential yet. However, his injuries are a shadow that cannot be ignored. If he stays healthy, he could become one of the biggest names in the sport in the coming years. Otherwise, the trade could become a significant regret. So, Dodgers fans, we want to hear from you. Is it worth taking a chance on Luis Robert Jr. as a reinforcement for the Dodgers? Who would you like to see replacing Teoscar Hernandez if he indeed leaves? Share your thoughts in the comments and join the conversation. Before we continue, take a moment to like this video, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications. Every subscription strengthens our community of passionate Dodgers fans and helps us bring you more quality content. Now, let's get back to the action. The Dodgers, known for their ability to transform talent and get the most out of every player, may be on the brink of another strategic market move. This time, the name making waves in the rumors is Toronto Blue Jays shortstop Bo Bichette. Despite coming off a disappointing season, Bichette's track record cannot be ignored and could make him a key piece in the Dodgers lineup. Is this trade the perfect solution for both sides? Bo Bichette, just 26, had a tough 2024 season, posting much lower than expected numbers. A batting average of .225 with only 4 home runs in 81 games. This is particularly disappointing considering his consistent performances between 2021 and 2023, when he maintained OPS averages above .800 and surpassed 20 home runs each season. For the Blue Jays, deciding to trade him now could be an attempt to avoid further devaluation of a player who still has a very high ceiling. For the Dodgers, acquiring Bichette represents both a challenge and an opportunity. His hitting ability, combined with defensive potential, could fill a significant gap in the infield. Additionally, if Bichette can return to his best form, he would join an already star-studded roster, potentially making the Dodgers even more dominant. However, it would be a risk. Is the investment worth it, especially considering the team might have to give up promising talents like Bobby Miller? Miller, notably, is one of the most talked about pieces in a potential trade package. The young pitcher had a brilliant 2023 season, but faced challenges in 2024. For the Blue Jays, acquiring a player like Miller could be a major step in bolstering their rotation and building a more solid future. However, the Dodgers are not known for easily giving up their most valuable prospects. Would they be willing to part with Miller and other talents to bring in Bichette? This potential trade also reflects the Blue Jays' situation this offseason. So far, the team hasn't made major moves, leaving their fans with many questions about the future. Are they ready to compete at a high level or leaning toward a rebuild? Bichette's departure could mark the beginning of a new phase for Toronto, while Los Angeles continues its pursuit of perfection in search of another championship. And you, Dodgers fans, what do you think about this potential trade? Would Bo Bichette be the ideal reinforcement for the Dodgers, or should the team explore other options? And what about the Blue Jays? Should they trade him now to maximize his value, or give it another season? Share your thoughts in the comments and join this discussion. Finally, but not least, the Los Angeles Dodgers might be about to pull off one of the biggest off-season moves by acquiring all-star third baseman Nolan Arenado from the St. Louis Cardinals. With rumors gaining traction, the possibility of seeing Arenado wearing Dodger blue next season is thrilling for both fans and experts. But does this trade make sense for both teams? And more importantly, what would it mean for the Dodgers' future? Nolan Arenado, at 33, remains one of the most talented players in the league. With 10 Gold Gloves in his career and a $74 million contract over the next 3 seasons, he brings not only significant offensive impact, but also elite defense in the infield. However, his contract situation is one of the challenges of this potential trade. The Cardinals, entering a rebuilding phase, might be willing to absorb part of Arenado's salary, but the acquiring team would still have to deal with a substantial financial commitment. This makes the trade a strategic move from both financial and sporting perspectives. According to journalist John Denton of Cardinals Insider, Arenado has already made it clear that he dreams of playing for the Dodgers. A native of Southern California, he has always had a strong connection to the region, returning to Orange County at the end of every season. Additionally, Arenado rejected a trade to the Astros, prioritizing his wish list of teams, with the Dodgers at the top. This personal preference could be a crucial factor in completing the trade. But how would this affect the Dodgers roster? Arenado's arrival would certainly bring significant changes. Max Muncy, who recently extended his contract with the team, would likely be moved to second base, adjusting the infield dynamics. Furthermore, to make the trade happen, it's almost certain the Dodgers would need to include a valuable piece in the package sent to the Cardinals. Players like Gavin Lux, or even some of the organization's top prospects, might be necessary to seal the deal. The main question for fans is Arenado worth the investment? Despite his undeniable talent, he is in the latter half of his career and carries a hefty contract. On the other hand, he offers the experience and high-level performance that could be the difference for the Dodgers in pursuit of another World Series title. And for the Cardinals, this trade would represent a milestone in their rebuild. Sending Arenado to Los Angeles would mean parting with one of their biggest stars, but it could also bring young talent and prospects to boost the team's future. The balance between the interests of both teams makes this negotiation fascinating and full of nuances. What do you think, Dodgers fans? Is Nolan Arenado the missing piece for the Dodgers to dominate the league in 2024? Or is the price too high to pay? Share your opinion in the comments and join this discussion that promises to shake up the offseason. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this content, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications so you don't miss any updates about the Dodgers and MLB. Your participation is crucial for us to keep bringing the best analysis and news to you. Let's build this community together